Hello everyone. Today we will discuss extra important question answers of chapter Matter in our surroundings. In my previous video I talked about the NCERT textbook question answers. So here coming with question number 1, that is, why do we see water droplets collected on the outer surface of a glass container containing ice? So why do we see water droplets which are collected on the outer surface of any glass container which has ice in it? So the reason is the water vapors present in air comes in contact with the cold outer surface of the container. Fine, the water vapors which are present in the air, they come in contact with the cold outer surface of the container, thereby it condenses it to form water droplets. Understood? Now moving to question number 2, explain why solids have fixed shape but liquids and gases do not have any fixed shape. This I have already discussed with you in our previous question answers, that solids have definite shape and volume but liquids and gases have not. So the reason is solids have fixed shape due to strong intermolecular forces of attraction which are present in between them. The liquids and gases on the other side have molecules with less intermolecular forces of attraction. Why? Because the particles are placed very far away from each other and hence they can flow and they can take the shape of any container in which they are placed. So this is the reason of this question. Now next is question number 3. Liquids and gases can be compressed. Fine, but it is difficult to compress solids. This also we have discussed already, that solids are incompressible while liquids and gases are somewhat compressible. So the reason is liquids and gases have intermolecular spaces. So on applying the pressure externally, when we apply pressure from outside, the molecules of them, they come closer and they minimize the space between them. But in case of solids, there is no intermolecular space present. Why? Because the particles are present very close to each other. So no space is present. That's why it is difficult to compress solids. Whereas we can compress liquids and gases easily. Fine. Now next is question number 4. A balloon when kept in sun, it burst after some time. You have noticed, but you have to tell the reason why this happens. So the reason is the balloon has air filled in it. Everyone knows the air is filled in between the balloon. It has air filled in within it. So what happens? The balloon when kept in sun, it gets heated up and the air inside it also gets heated. Everything gets heated. Why? Because of the presence of sun. So the molecules of air get energy, and when they get energy, they vibrate more faster. In this way, they exert large forces on the walls of the balloon. This I have already discussed with you, the concept of temperature, the concept of kinetic energy, exertion of pressure, the balloon burst away. Fine. So with this we complete our 4th answer. Now next is question number 5, which says, why do people perspire a lot on a hot humid day? So the reason is, on a hot humid day, due to the heat is present, so our body starts sweating for the cooling mechanism. That is, what is cooling mechanism? That is the process of evaporation. And after the evaporation process, it effects are cooling and we get cooling effect. But the air can't hold any more water on a humid day because it has somewhat tendency to hold, but it can't hold much water on a humid day, and therefore the sweat or perspiration is seen. Why? Because it can't hold water. That's why it appears in the form of sweat, and that's why we perspire on a hot day. Now next is question number 6. We have to tell the difference between evaporation and boiling. So what is evaporation and what is boiling? You all know the difference. Evaporation process is the cooling mechanism. It is a normal process that occurs when the liquid form changes into gaseous form. I have already told you the process of conversion of solid into liquid, then liquid into gases. This is interconversion of states of matter. So the liquid form is converted into gaseous form. This process is known as the process of evaporation. So it causes an increase in the pressure as well as temperature. Whereas in the process of boiling, it is a natural process where the liquids get heated up. Fine. In this, liquid gets heated up and it gets vaporized due to continuous heating of liquid. हम liquid को बार बार heat करते हैं, we continuously heat the liquid, that's why it changes into the steam formed or the vapor form, and this process is known as the boiling process, which is different from evaporation. Fine. So now next is question number 7. Why is it to use pressure cooker at higher altitudes? Fine. At higher altitudes, the atmospheric pressure is low and the water boils very fast, you all know, and it evaporates at the faster rate. So the pressure is required to increase the cooking process, and this is done by using the pressure cooker, which increases the pressure inside the container and cooks food faster. This all you know. I hope you all understood the meaning of this answer. Now next, why is water liquid at room temperature? Why water is liquid? The answer is, at room temperature, the molecules of water have some intermolecular forces of attraction, you all know, liquid form. And the room temperature can't provide sufficient heat which is required for these molecules to overcome their forces of attraction. Fine. So when they will not get enough energy, then they will remain in the original state, that is in the liquid phase. So this is the reason that water exists in the form of liquid at room temperature. Now next is, why are solids generally denser than liquids and gases? This also you have discussed already, that density of a substance is given by the basic formula which is known as mass by volume. So in case of solids, the molecules are tightly packed, they are symmetrically arranged. So mass is concentrated in very small volume. So if large mass is there and small volume is there, so their density will be more because it is directly proportional to mass. So in case of liquids and gases, the molecules have intermolecular space and they don't have large mass. Fine. They do not have large mass in small volumes, that's why their density is less than that of solids. Fine. This we all have discussed earlier also. Now next is, name the factors that affect the process of evaporation. This also I have discussed with you. You have to name the factors which affect the evaporation. First is increase in the surface area. Second is increase of temperature. Third is decrease in humidity process. And fourth is increase in the wind speed. Fine. You can also explain these headings in your own way according to the marks given in question paper. Question which is, on a hot sunny day, why do people sprinkle water on the roof or open ground? You all have noticed this fact. So the reason is, during hot sunny day, the surface of roof or ground absorbs large amount of heat. Fine. So it absorbs large amount of heat from the sun and it remains hot. On sprinkling water on these surfaces, the water absorbs large amount of heat from the surface. How? Due to large latent heat of vaporization. That's why it allows the hot surface to cool quickly. Fine. And we feel cool surface and cool atmosphere around us. Fine. So moving to next question is, how is the high compressibility property of gas useful to us? So why gases are more compressible than solids and liquids? So the reason is, the gases have high compressibility, they are highly compressible. Why? As compared to solids and liquids. Solids are negligible, they are not compressible. Liquids are somewhat compressible, but gases are highly compressible. So this property is used in the following situations. First is LPG. Full form of LPG is liquefied petroleum gas. So what is LPG? It is a fuel which is made up of petroleum gas. On compressing the petroleum gas, if you compress this gas, it forms liquid. So this is one example of property of gas, compressibility. Next is oxygen cylinders, which are used in the hospitals. You all have noticed they have compressed gas filled inside these cylinders. Next is CNG, which is known as compressed natural gas. It is also a natural gas which, for example, methane. Methane formula is capital C, capital H and subscript is 4, CH4, which is compressed gas and it is used as a fuel in vehicles and at home. Fine. So these are some of the examples of compressibility in case of gases. So with this we complete our this answer also. Next is questions. With the help of example, you have to explain how diffusion of gases in water is essential. In this you have to tell about the diffusion process of gases. Now the gases from the atmosphere, it diffuse and it dissolves in water. So gas is like oxygen and carbon dioxide diffuse in water, which are essential. Why they are essential? For the survival of aquatic animals and plants. The plants and animals which live in water, it is essential for their survival. And animals also, they breathe in this oxygen. Why? Because this oxygen is dissolved in water, so it is essential for their survival. Similarly, plants also, they can use the carbon dioxide which is dissolved in water for the process of photosynthesis. Okay students, with this we complete our this session also, and now we will meet in our next video soon. Till then, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.